what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So the other day I posted on Twitter and Instagram these two pictures here. The picture over here is me at my most unhealthy. In this picture here I weighed 95 pounds. This is definitely the least I have weighed in a really long time, basically since I have stopped growing and developing. I have always weighed 110, so to go down to 95 in less than a month was definitely really crucial. This happened in the month of January, and in the month of January in particular I was going through a really hard time. I was going through some serious depression, and if you know anything about depression, you know that your appetite is one of the first things to go. During this time, I was definitely lucky if I got one meal a day. I just didn't have the appetite for anything. All I wanted to do was sleep. In this picture here, 6 months later, this picture was taken last Friday, so a few days ago, and this is what I weigh today. I weigh 118, so a very drastic change between the two if you look at them closely, mostly concentrated in the legs. Because I do train my legs a lot, trying to get them gains in the legs, okay? But you could definitely see like pretty much of a drastic change. In this picture I look really like a little bit unhealthy, and in this one I look a little more fit, a little more healthy. Definitely not where I want to be. I mean, I'm happy with my progress 100%. I pat myself in the back all the time, like, way to go me. I have come a long way. This has been a really hard journey for me to take, but my goal is to weigh 130 pounds by the end of this year, and I'm definitely going to reach it. I just need to be a lot more consistent. But this has been throughout the time of 6 months. I have been working out for about 3 or 4 months consistently, and I just want to start off by saying that in no way am I a professional, in no way am I like a trainer. This is just me and my journey and the things that I have learned to do and not to do to basically get to my transformation of today. The reason that I'm doing this video is because I had a lot of ladies in particular reach out to me and tell me that they have a high metabolism as myself and ask me how it is I did it, you know what I mean, because they're just kind of stuck. And these questions that I was asked are definitely the questions that I was asking other people a few months ago. So as I mentioned before, in no way am I any kind of professional. I'm just basically giving you like my tips, like the things that I did. If you feel like anything I say is a little bit off or you want to pitch in, go ahead and leave a comment down below. This is a safe space. I don't want anybody to attack anybody. I just kind of want to help each other grow, because essentially that's the kind of vibe that I want to give off, and I hope that you guys do too. So if you don't like videos like this where I talk more or I'm a little bit more informative, this video isn't for you. Please just click out. But if you guys are interested in hearing what I have to say in my journey and the steps that I had to take to gain this healthy weight without using any kind of like amphetamine, what's it called? Amphetamine, something like that, to slow down your metabolism. This was all 110% healthy. So if you're interested in listening to the steps that I had to take to do so, keep on watching. Let's get it.
I've been quiet for too long.
So let's start off with my first step. My first step was to get a membership at the gym. First month that I was training with one of my friends, Alex and Matt. Shout out to you guys. They definitely helped me out at the beginning of my journey, and I'm forever thankful. But they were basically giving me some advice on what it is that I have to do, helping me with my form, helping me with what kind of weight that I can handle, and you know what I mean, basically how to use the machines, because when you go into a gym and you kind of look around, it's really intimidating, especially for someone who has never worked out in their life before. My friend Alex also like hooked me up with a meal plan, which I'm going to be sharing here in a few minutes, on basically what it is that I have to be eating every single day. When you start working out at the beginning, you start to develop an appetite. Like, you just naturally get really hungry, which I was really thankful for, because as I mentioned before at the very beginning, before I was even working out, I was lucky if I was even hungry for one meal a day. But definitely by working out, you are just automatically going to get hungry. You are not gonna need these like amphetamine. I hope that's how you call it, because I'm just like saying this word. I've heard that it's actually really bad for you. So I wouldn't recommend taking it. I know like if you look on YouTube, there are some people that did, but I personally just do not mess with things that I want to like depend on to help me gain to a goal that I want to reach. I just want to be able to do it on my own, if that makes sense. Now, to go through my actual meal, like day-to-day plan, I'm definitely not too strict with it because my goal is to gain weight. So if I have like a slice or like 4 of pizza, I'm not gonna beat myself up over it because essentially my goal is to gain weight. But I'm definitely gonna try to, you know, just add more proteins, more carbs, more healthy fats, and like my veggies that I need to take and whatever. So if you're a skinny person that is trying to gain weight, essentially you need to be eating about 4 to 5 meals a day, snacking throughout the day. I know that's super like, what's the F, because I used to literally eat like twice in a day and I was like, good. You just need to constantly be eating because your metabolism is really high, and when you don't have anything in your stomach, your metabolism is just gonna be eating at like you know what I mean? To be honest, I only have 4 meals and I snack throughout the day. Like realistically, 5 meals is just a lot. So for breakfast, I have around 30 grams of protein, like 30 grams of carbs, and about 10 to 15 of like natural fats. For brunch, basically the exact same thing. I always try to do like 30 grams of everything because, to be honest, I'm not too sure still the whole grams and everything and all that, but I basically try to have protein, carbs, and natural fats, and then include my veggies there throughout dinner and like your late dinner, your lunch, or whatever. Like those 2 meals at the end of the day, definitely try to incorporate some veggies. I know this kind of sounds like a lot. For protein, you can do like chicken, fish, beef, steak, eggs, turkey, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, which I just know, you know what I mean, almonds, and like peanuts. Definitely like put in a little Ziploc baggie, like 10 to 15, and then just like eat them throughout the day. Carbs, fruits, beans, oatmeals, rice, whole wheat pasta, whole wheat bread, sweet potato, yams, those kinds of things. For veggies, broccoli, cauliflower, obviously like your veggies, spinach, Brussels sprouts, which again, carrots, cabbage, squash, celery, asparagus, and you know what I mean, like you know your veggies, I don't have to tell you. Natural fats, avocado, nuts, olive oil, coconut oil, peanut butter. Peanut butter has been my best friend throughout my journey. I put peanut butter in everything, as well as chocolate milk. Chocolate milk definitely has helped me out a lot. It has a lot of proteins and calories. I feel like drinking is just a lot easier than like actually eating. So I definitely have a glass of chocolate milk at the beginning with my breakfast, and a glass of chocolate milk before I go to bed. So I know that all those things might be a little confusing, so I'm just kind of gonna break it down on what it is that I eat throughout the day so you guys can get kind of like an idea. So for breakfast, I would have 3 eggs, full eggs with the yolk, 3 or 4 eggs, 2 toasts of wheat bread, honey wheat preferably, with peanut butter on top, and a glass of chocolate milk, and obviously like my vitamins that I would take at the beginning, which I just take the everyday like women's daily vitamins. Those are the only ones that I take. I don't take anything else. For like a brunch, I can make myself like tacos of beans, just like fried beans, and I will just eat them as so, and like have an apple or a banana or something, just really depending how hungry I am. I'll try to eat like chicken and then throw like bell peppers in there, like the green and the red ones, and then just kind of combine them all. Maybe like a side of like rice or something, or beans again. You know, like beans are just essential for me. Like I have to have beans. Or like mashed potatoes, something like that. And then for like my last meal, I try not to eat too heavy because this meal is the one that I eat 30 minutes before I go to bed. Why do I eat 30 minutes before I go to bed? Because while I sleep, I want to slow down my metabolism so it's not eating at the gains that I have made throughout the day, if that makes sense. So the next day I can do it all over again, and just essentially like I'm gaining a lot more weight. So for my last meal or something, I'll get back to the gym. I'll get back from the gym because I do work out around like 8:30, 9 p.m. I'll get back from the gym. I'll have my protein shake, which I will show you here in a second. I'll have that with some almond milk. I always drink almond milk, not that it's essential, but like I just prefer it. And then I'll have like 2 toasts of peanut butter again, which is like just a little snack, or like a rice cake with peanut butter on top, and then I'll eat that and then go to sleep. I'll also definitely, like, for snacking, I'll incorporate some fruits, some veggies, to be honest, like some chips, some granola bars. Not chips all the time, but you know what I mean. As I mentioned, we're trying to gain weight, so we don't really have to be too picky with it. I'll eat like a full apple or like a cucumber with tahini and lime on it. I know there's a lot of protein bars out there that could definitely help you out a lot. I know there's a lot of bars that have a lot of protein, but I personally really like the Nature Valley's protein bar. I kind of just throw these. I have these literally all over all of my bags, my gym bag, my backpack, everywhere. I just kind of snack with those throughout the day. If I'm just running around and need like a quick healthy snack, like I'll have that. For my protein shake, I use the Magnum. I believe that's what it's called. Sorry, I'm still fairly new at this. This is a meal replacement protein shake. So if I'm in the morning and like I'm rushing to get somewhere and I skip breakfast, I can put this and with my almond milk in one of those like blender bottles and just take it to go. And I usually always drink this after I work out. Always. As I mentioned before, when you start off, it's definitely going to be a lot more easier to drink these things than to just constantly be eating. I was blessed enough to just immediately gain an appetite. I was hungry. Well, I'm still hungry, to be honest. Like, I'm hungry right now. Like, I'm hungry all the time. Like, literally every 2 hours I have to be eating something. If not, like, I feel like I'm starving. It's something that's really inconvenient, but also like I'm forever blessed because this is the appetite that I've been praying for and striving for a really long time. But sometimes it gets really inconvenient when you're running around. You can't eat, you know what I mean, because you're like too busy. So the things that I eat whenever like I'm running around is definitely like Chipotle. I eat Whataburger. I eat Chick-fil-A. Like, I'll have a pizza. Like, it doesn't really matter as long as I'm eating, as long as I'm, you know, like keeping my belly full, like taking care of me when I'm hungry. As far as drinking, I'll always drink chocolate milk with my almond milk. I'll always drink my protein shake with my almond milk. I always drink almond milk. I never drink regular milk. I always drink water with lemon. I always have this big boy with me. This is half a gallon. And I will slice up some lemons because, I don't know, water to me just tastes a lot better with lemons, and then just put them in here and then just fill it up with water, and I'm good to go for like a day. This is what I drink in a day. As I mentioned before, if you slip up and drink like a soda, that's okay. You know what I mean? Just try not to drink so much of that. Essentially, I don't want you guys to beat yourself up if you slip up. Like, it happens. Just make sure you're taking care of what you need to be eating for the rest of that day on top of the shit that you already ate. As far as weighing yourself, I would definitely recommend weighing yourself for about a week, because in the beginning I was weighing myself every day. And that is really unhealthy for yourself, like mentally. So I would definitely suggest like every Monday morning is what I do. Like, before I eat, I will weigh myself and just kind of see the progress that I have made. Just kind of listen to your body. I would suggest starting off with 3 full meals a day and snack throughout the day, to just kind of see like where you are, and then add a 4th meal, and then add a 5th meal. Mind you, these don't have to be full meals. Just make sure you're taking care of all the proteins that you need to be taking in the day, the natural fats, the veggies, and the carbs. Carbs are so important. Please don't be afraid of these. Like, these are so important. Definitely ask me questions down below if you want me to go more into detail. Things that I would definitely recommend. I wouldn't take protein shakes till a month, until you're already working out and already kind of like dabbling in your eating, like your eating meal plan, I guess you could say. I wouldn't suggest taking protein shakes or any kind of like liquid. You can drink your chocolate milk. Chocolate milk definitely has a lot of protein, so 100% recommend that, but I wouldn't invest into protein shakes until like a month after you have already begun your journey of gaining weight. Second, I would definitely start off small and then just kind of gain from there. Don't feel bad that if you can't eat 5 meals a day from the very beginning. Definitely start off with 3, snack throughout the day, kind of feel where your body is, listen to your body 110%. Listening to your body is like key to your whole fitness, your whole journey. Be really patient with it. I know some of you guys are probably thinking, well, gaining weight is really easy for me to do and good for you, you know what I mean? But to some people like myself, gaining weight can be really hard. It can take months sometimes, and it can be really discouraging, but definitely be patient with it. Listen to your body. Don't measure yourself every day. Do it like a once a week type thing. Manifest it. You can do this, you know what I mean? Once you go to the gym and you start actually gaining muscle, you're also going to be gaining a lot of weight. At the beginning, if you need to like come up with a meal plan, like talk to some of your friends that do fitness. Like myself, I have a bunch of friends that do fitness, and that helped me a lot like at the beginning, and I still seek to when I have questions today. Definitely like my number one advice that I can give you is don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Set a goal. My goal was to pass 110. Ever since I can remember, since I gained all the weight back from losing all of it to where I was 95 pounds and I was back at 110, it was really hard for me to move from that because my metabolism like it was just going really fast, and I didn't figure it out. So when I hit 115, I was really excited about it, but it took me a really long time to break the 115 line. So now I'm at 118, and my next goal is to be at 120. I just keep adding 5 pounds every time, so I don't get like too overwhelmed and just kind of beat myself up about it, because it's something that I naturally just tend to do. But I definitely try to look at the positive, encourage myself. You are your number one supporter, not your number one enemy, you know what I mean? Like, celebrate your small successes. My goal this year, and I will achieve it, is to gain 130 pounds, and I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just putting it out there. I'm gonna do it. This also kind of falls into the category of how to think mentally, and I'm definitely gonna be making that video in a separate video. I just kind of wanted to explain my journey to gain weight through what I ate. So this is this video. In the next video, I don't know when I'm gonna put that one out, I'm gonna be explaining how it is that I grew mentally, how it is that I got better mentally, emotionally, you know what I mean? This is more, I guess, like the physically side of it. As I mentioned before, if you do have any questions, please don't be afraid to comment down below, or if you want it to be more of like a private thing, definitely follow me on Instagram, and I always reply to the messages that, you know, like seek for help or seek for some kind of tips or seek for some kind of advice. As far as what it is that I do in the gym, I'm definitely going to have a separate video literally showing myself, literally showing my form, literally showing how many like sets and how many reps that I do, literally showing what bands I use. All of that informative stuff I will be making in a separate video. This is a really like long process, but I kind of wanted to divide them and organize them in that way, so if people are just looking for something in specific, then they can look at one video instead of like everything all at once, if that makes sense. Anyway guys, I hope this was informative. I hope that this helped somebody out. As I mentioned before, this is still a learning process for myself too. I might look at this video 6 months from now and just be like, what the freak was she talking about? She has no idea what she's talking about. But as I mentioned before, any information that I feel like worked for me, I'm definitely going to share with you guys. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Turn on those post notifications so you don't miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I really hope I'm not forgetting anything because I am a mess right now, so...